Many religions and spiritual organizations start with the purpose of explaining the need of a guru. Then they become so big that the ones who really need to meet the guru don't get a chance to get close to him and consult him. Only the more affluent seem to have access. Would like to please give your views on this.
I'll read the question. Many religions and spiritual organizations start with the purpose of explaining the need of a guru. Then they become so big that the ones who really need to meet the guru don't get a chance to get close to him and consult him. Only the more affluent seem to get across. Would you like to please give your views? My views are that the spiritual path is a completely one-on-one relationship with the guru. It's not a collective relationship. The size of the guru's following has no relevance to your relationship with the guru. When a guru initiates you, he becomes your friend. He becomes friend first and guru afterwards. He is more of a friend, less of a guru. The guru is revealed when you follow instructions and see him inside. Before that is blind faith. Before that just believing it. But the real thing is to see his real radiant form inside. At that time, it doesn't matter how many followers there are, your guru will have a one-on-one relationship with you. Great Master told me that one thing one should do a disciple as soon as possible after initiation is to practice enough of manifesting the radiant form of the Master inside and be able to talk to him while the Master is still alive. Because once that happens, even if the Master dies physically, the inner Master will always be with you 24/7. So therefore, the real relationship is one-on-one with the Guru. But what happens? Throughout history, when Gurus have come, they have come for their marked souls. But many other people also come. They get benefit that one day they also find a Master. But all of them are not marked. I sometimes, for ease of explaining, call it list A and list B. List A are the people for whom the Master has come and they are taken back to Sachkhand, to their true home within the lifetime, that lifetime and with the same Master. There are some others who get interaction with Masters. They have a darshan of a Master. They get marked for another Master, sometimes in the same life, sometimes in a future life. Then they have to come back and work their way out. Closeness to a physical Master is essential if you haven't had the radiant form of the Master inside. Till that time, you should see the Master as often as you can. One American disciple of great Master asked him this question: Master, how often should we come and see you to have physical darshan? Great Master said, if you don't see me inside in meditation, come as often as you can. But Master, tell us some rule of thumb. How often? He says, best is to come and see me every day. I say, Master, how can we come and see you every day? There's so many people. And we may be living far away. We are not living in the same place where you are living. Okay, in that case, once a week should be good enough. I remember my own grandfather, by Ishwar Puri, he heard this statement and he met Great Master every week on weekends without fail. Because he said 1 week should be good enough. He said, what about Master living people who can't afford to come and travel? He said, then once a month is also okay. Then the American disciple said, Master, we live overseas and it's very difficult to travel to come. He says, in that case, once a year is good enough. He says, Master, what about people who cannot see you even once in 1 year? He said, then they should wait for the next life. So he explained how important it is to have the physical experience of meeting the Master. Now there are two things when we meet the Master. One is called darshan. That means looking at the Master. Just looking at the face of a master, especially his forehead and eyes, when you look at that, forehead and eyes are very important of a master because the mind cannot make it up. Mind can make up the rest of the face. Mind can even imagine faces look like a master, you will see it doesn't have the same eyes and the forehead. Only when the master appears inside, you'll be able to see clearly the face and the forehead and the eyes. So that is why these are just little tips given to us to know if our mind is playing games with us or master is really there whom we can ask any questions. Because if you're asking questions from your mind, you may not be getting the right answers. So if you cannot meet, and in history, numbers have always grown. Masters come for a few people, number grows, and it becomes a religion. What is the difference between religion and spirituality? Religion goes into a ritual. It becomes ritual, ceremony. We used to go to church, now we go to satsang. We used to go to temple, now we change, now we go to a satsang. That's just a religion. The truth is that you go to the master for darshan, looking at the master. Second part is master gives attention to you, which is called drishti. Drishti is different from darshan. Darshan is when you look at the master. Drishti is when master looks at you. That is more valuable. And therefore, you should be able to present yourself to your master, whoever it is, and have his drishti at least once a year. Otherwise, it becomes a waiting game.